where you are in your world. I'm just gonna have a drink of my cup of tea. So just recently I've been picking up, we have some lovely people following me, but we also have some haters. So there's someone out there that has a axe to grind. You just need to look within yourself, because there's someone who's watching me is let me just turn this right down. So someone is watching me, and they are feeling anger and upsetment, and wanting to have something happen because of something they believe which is not true, and their anger is going to destroy them if they continue doing that. So whatever you're going on with in your mind, you're putting a lot of anger and energy out there into the universe. It's not hurting me or harming me, because I've done nothing for anything to hurt or harm me, because I'm not a bad person. I don't do bad things. I'm not someone who goes around doing wrong things. Very proud of the person I am. So that person who is trying to create problems or drama, or putting bad energy and bringing bad energy into themselves, the only person you're destroying is yourself. And sadly, you're going to find out the truth, that you have been wrong all along with something very horrible you have thought about me. There's lots of lovely people I can feel. There's just somebody out there who's, I'm really sorry, but you've gone with something that wasn't true and was a lie. You've done something very wrong. Anyhow, on to the 99.99% population of lovely people we have. We're going to do a lovely reading for you. And remember, when people are angry and upset, and people are trying to be horrible and create drama and accuse you of this, that and the other when it's not true, and bring you down, even if it's upsetting and it hurts, remember, you know who you are. You know your intentions. You know your integrity. You know the person that you are inside and out. You know who you are. And no matter how much they're trying to represent you to other people, and have other people come into their realm of things to believe, people will eventually see the truth. But please, I'm going to say this one thing. Biggest thing in life is forgiveness. However, we don't have to forget. And it doesn't mean you have to be great friends with that person, or friends with that person, or talk to them, or any of the above. But just don't try and bring that pain into yourself, because that pain's not yours. That's their pain. Something is going on in their life so much that they want to destroy you or something about you. Sometimes people are doing it because of the anger and the upset inside of them. I'm just going to turn my curtains a little. 1 second. Sometimes I get a little distracted with the light. I have Ellen syndrome, so sometimes light or LED or screen or images can affect me in different ways, or I can't see things properly, or it's harder for me. Ellen syndromes, it's actually interesting to look up. My doctor, one of my doctors when I was It's about 36 at the time, so quite a few years ago. Picked it up, and she'd always have her room very dark, and I felt at peace, and the light aggravated me and upset me, and yeah, you learn to desensitize, but when you're in your own living space, trying to be in an environment that feels comforting and calming is very lovely. Just gonna have another little drink of my cup of tea. My neighbours are not loud, but just my house is quite echoey, I think, because of how it's built. It's very church-like. It's yeah, lovely. Just recently, I'll just say something or share something. And if whoever the negative person is, if they're watching this, feel free to feel whatever you want. It's whoever feels and thinks whatever they think, let them think, let them feel whatever they think, unless they're saying and doing things which are really wrong. Then you stand up for yourself, you fight for the truth. Fight for the truth. And you fight for the truth. So just recently, like I'm a professional psychic medium clairvoyant, so I do the Tasmanian Psychic Expos for Jason Betts. He's my manager, so when we do our readings, he's my manager and takes everything and does everything, and he pays for venue, advertising, our cards, not our cards, our actual little cards with our I don't have a phone number, so you can't actually call me on any of the Tasmanian Psychic Expo. I'm the only one, and there's a reason behind that which he knows about, and the reason why. But I'm not physically contactable in that way. But other readers are, but mine is different circumstances, a little bit special in a way of protecting me. Yeah, one of the girls, I have autism. I talk about this a lot because, not because I want to put it out there, but because there are people out there that struggle, and like there are so many things we can do and achieve so much in life, and don't let things, labels define who and what you are. You are bigger and better than what you believe. And I have dyslexia and ADHD. The dyslexia is horrible, probably the horriblest thing I have, probably the most horriblest thing I have. And the more emotional I am and the more upset I get, I can't spell things properly, and then my head can't put things together correctly neurologically. My synapses bringing through neurological information gets cut off like bridges, and I can't bring things collectively in, and I really struggle. And it's like having a jigsaw puzzle where pieces are everywhere and you can't get the puzzle because you just can't put it together because you're trying to just cope with what you're going through mentally. I didn't wear false eyelashes today, and my eyelashes are just starting to sort of grow a little bit, so that almost lots of them have broken off from when I had semi-permanent eyelashes before I started getting these little like mascara, like you put your mascara on, but it's like I got them from, I love Temu, and not as I like to buy lots of stuff, just I like that they have prices for the outpriced things, but also like it makes it, there's more opportunity, especially Tasmania is such a small place with not much opportunity for everything or anything, men included. However, I buy these little, it's like these lashes, little bits of lashes, like clusters, and you put this mascara on, and then you clamp them to mascara, and then you put like a paste over it, and they stay on sometimes for as long as you don't get them really wet. They stay on for a week. Just be careful, and if you, like myself, I'm very pale, and so I've always had very light eyelashes. I've always had nice eyebrows, but I've always had light eyelashes and not very thick eyelashes, and so these make you feel like when you wake up you feel like I've never seen my mother in my life without makeup on, ever. She's always looked perfect and beautiful. Even when my dad died, she anyhow, yeah, so sometimes I don't like to be without makeup, so I like to very occasionally, very rare, but this card again. Sorry, talk about myself too much. But yeah, this, what I get from Temu, it's like mascara. It's like false eyelash extensions with a little mascara thing, and it's much easier for people to use and put on. At first it can feel really odd and take a while to get used to, but after you get used to it, it's actually easy to use. But it's helped me to be able to grow my eyelashes again and still get that false eyelash look, which is going out. So but as you get older, your face changes and your eyes sort of droop a little, so sometimes the false eyelashes, I put them on so you can't see the drooping of my eyes. Very rarely ever wear mascara, actual mascara, real proper mascara, ever anymore. Very rarely ever. Probably, in all honesty, the best mascara I've ever used would be, I used to use many years ago, Christian Dior, called Show, and I tried that. I brought some from my friend about 2 years ago, and it just was not the same consistency. But the best I've ever used, and it's always been the best for many years, would be Max Factor, the Calorie 2000, without all the different odd versions. But Max Factor was one of the people who actually used to do the makeup for when they had photography and when they had movies in Hollywood. He actually used to do people's makeup, and he used to use this contraption that he'd put over people's faces that actually had the points for symmetry, and then also have little markings, and he'd have dramatic areas of how to define to make the hollows of the cheek look more hollow, and the cheek top bone look more rounded and lifted, because of the black and white, the newer coloured photography that they used to have before colour. But he was, Max Factor was very interesting how and what he did and what he achieved. And one of his revolutionary colours, because he used to do theatre, he used to have like a theatre grease paint makeup. But his revolutionary makeup was pancake makeup, which went into a pan stick makeup. And they had a Marilyn Monroe, no, that was Elizabeth Arden. Yeah, Elizabeth Arden had Marilyn Monroe red, but Marilyn Monroe loved Elizabeth Arden and Max Factor. So we'll do a reading for you. I hope everyone's having a good day. Today I've been working on inventions of because there's a car company I would love to own and have the name for and use again, of revolutionary futuristic cars, electric futuristic cars, but with features that have not been seen or used before, that actually can revolutionize safety and aerodynamics of the vehicles itself, and also especially here in Australia where there's a lot of animal carnage on the road, which really is so upsetting. Vehicles that actually emit noises and frequencies and a form of a vibration as such, so that the animals go away, and a type of light that animals won't go to or get stunned at, but will go away from. So things like that, I like inventing stuff. But I love cars and trains and trams and bridges and engineering. Okay, after my quackery for 16 minutes of stuff, pregnancy is one. I'll just come down a little. Pregnancy has someone's wanting a baby, or someone's wanting to have a baby, getting psychic stuff with this, emotions, feelings. So there's someone who've gone to the house, to the upper house, to the house, back to the house, back to the drawing board, back to the place, and there's a new life, fresh energy, different situations. So I don't know if someone's going back to someone or something, but there's someone who is going back to something with a fresh mind, a mind of love and of kindness, and of drinking cups of tea and not having drugs or alcohol or any derived substances to make life unbearable. But someone is trying to make an effort to be the best person they can, and from that they will give birth to revolutionary ideas and things that will happen. But it's being the best person you can as well. Someone who's in love with somebody, I get this all the time when I do the readings, and you have to change for you, and change because you want to change, and change for what you feel in your heart of the best of who you want to be. And you are a beautiful person, you just have to believe in who you are and yourself. But there is hills coming up, hills for me. So it's not flat land where it's just walking and nothing's happening. There's hills, so there's ideas and things happening around you. We also have, because I say about the pregnancy, the baby, the child, the children, collective children, like a school, children. Sorry, sometimes I get things. And so someone has a child who's struggling, not in struggling as in like, but struggling with some different things. And visually, sometimes children can be cruel and unkind. So sorry, I just feel sad sometimes. Just homeschool would be best to children similar ages, homeschooling into looking after them. And it has so much love and it's so beautiful. But sometimes this world can be a very cruel place, and there can be cruel people in this world. So there's nothing wrong with not socializing children into the environment if it's going to cause lots of problematic situations or distraction in their confidence that they will have in the future. And it's not about things are not necessarily always about what we see visually, even though people see things visually and they go on what they see visually. But sometimes in the world of children it is. And it's about using little, like maybe I brought this up for a reason, Max Factor, like using little things when people, for example, were pregnant at or in the studios, when people were pregnant, they'd use, not the Max Factor, they'd use different lighting and strategies and film them from here up. Or if someone had a scar on their face, like Carole Lombard, she was in, I think it was a car accident, and they did, while she was awake, microscopic structured micro repairs to scarring that she had on her face, and it was the only way they could possibly get that her face could look okay for film, and they did that without an anesthetic while she was awake. And she always was beautiful, looked beautiful, but a lot of the times you'll see shots of her and she'll be on a particular angle rather than an angle that didn't feel as comfortable. Sometimes it's like makeup itself, but you can use it as a disguise to help enhance, help distract, or like you can use little hats to help little fun cute little hats to help change things that people would look at, that children or someone might look at and say something about someone in the society because they look different. But you know what? That child was born into your family. Whoever this is for will know who it's for. And it was destined to be in your life. And the spirit of that child is with you. And it's the best place it could possibly be, with you and your family and in your family. And I think spiritually it's protected more so than anywhere else it could be protected. Also, different situations, something's going on around somebody, something is going on, someone's up to no good, someone's doing something, someone's setting somebody up, someone's out there destroying somebody, someone is really doing something, and someone really is destroying and setting somebody up. It's happening at night time, between the hours of 5:30 to around maybe 7:30 in the morning, 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 in the morning, and they're doing it and they think no one knows. Cancer the crab, the time of Cancer or birthday around Cancerian time, Cancer the crab. They're going to be found out, they're going to be caught, the person's going to be caught on what they're doing and who they're betraying it to and how they're trying to destroy somebody. They're going to be caught out. They're something has to be set up so a particular group of people, situation of people have no knowledge, and that's the only way that it's going to happen, that you will find out who and how come, because these individuals are not trustworthy vocally. You tell them something and tell them not to tell anybody else, and all they want to do is run and tell somebody else, and then somebody else. Then it just scatters out into the environment like mold spores. tissue. 1 second. So the only way to set this situation up so no one knows what's going on and has to be like a camera lens has to be lensed where everywhere it can be seen, where the person can be caught, because someone's trying to set somebody up and make something appear as if it's someone that it's not. And you can't tell this environment of these people, any one of them, from the head to the bottom. You can't tell them because, as I said, it's like mold spores. It would just engush. Like, that's not a word. Well, I'd say it is. It's my creation of a word. It will just overtake. And it's just continuing to overtake. You have to be very mindful how this is done. No one can talk, discuss with any of the people, otherwise you will never find out who it is and the reasons why and behind it. I guarantee you. Oh, that's what I was going to say before. So this may mean something to somebody, and that's why maybe I'm saying it, is why I was speaking about doing the readings, is someone in our group who I was friends with on Facebook. I don't really have a Facebook page that I don't like Facebook. I can't stand it. I hate it, actually. I like YouTube and Twitter, X. Created a fake Facebook account that was a girl that I know who's another tarot card reader, and this is how great a psychic she actually is she kept sending horrible little inclined messages just for me to see, nobody else, implying that I had set it up. I have autism, ADHD, dyslexia. I created my own, only way I could create my page so people could, if they want to get a tarot card reading, is from my Etsy site. If you go to it, where you can get either a little tarot card reading, which is not expensive, or a full reading, which is a little bit cheaper than the price if I was to do it in it professionally. And this person actually thought I set up this full Facebook professional website, and I thought, you have to be kidding me. I was so stupid. I had no idea she was meaning me, and then I found out she was actually she thought it was me. And I thought, you must be an idiot. And I thought, how good are you as a psychic if that's what you think? So by not saying that horribly, yes, I did say that horribly, but just have people jump to the wrong conclusions and not know I've not really got the greatest IT skills at all. Like someone put a picture on my X site of the animals I love to feed and said that I created it through AI, and I thought, you must be stupid. I don't have much on my X site, and I thought, the person must be insane. But they didn't know. But anyhow, so maybe there's someone out there, and there was someone who broke into, because I ran out of printing ink just recently, and someone broke into one of my sites. I thought, I'm not going to the library. I'd rather just have black and white, this and that, rather than have colour. And someone break into things again, and someone broke into one of my sites, and I just thought, this is ridiculous. So safety is very important for all of us, and we have to try and be more safer with things, because there are idiots out there in this world who are just can't help themselves. And just and people who keep getting catfish again. So if people are catfishing you and getting your emotions and then asking or wanting money from you, that's catfishing. That's wanting for money. Like, I don't mean to say this horribly, but a large percentage of the time that people come from, I'm not racist at all, but a lot of the time, large percentage of the time, people come from positions where sometimes culturally they're struggling more so than Westerners as such. So always remember, if you notice how people are, if they're speaking to you, are they speaking with an accent? And you've got to be so careful. If they're writing or typing, are they typing? Dyslexia, you pretty much know dyslexia, because it's like myself. You put words together or you get the words the wrong way. It's a different type of spelling. They don't have like I walk to the stairs. It would be like I walk stairs, went up. Little words that we would use are missed out. So just try and be careful of things. But I feel there's some situation where something's been revealed for somebody and they now know the truth of the situation. I hope that means something to somebody, and it's got something to do with blue, like something. You're getting ice, like icicles, ice skating. Just started going ice skating myself recently. It's like ice, snow. Someone has been with somebody and felt that they wanted to, that it was like being in a cold environment, and they're very frozen and had gone through so many years and years, like a self-sabotage or doubt of doing what they do, but not also seeing and living life as they are and loving what they have and what is around them. And they were somehow self-sabotaging themselves and not looking out at what they have. The biggest form of needed and appreciated and loved thing in the world is our health. To have your health is the most important things, mentally, physically, spiritually, so many other things. And that is the most important thing, is to be empowered within yourself. And if it takes you to sit there and be with people and be able to sit back and be real in the moment, you didn't need something to make you feel differently or make you feel relaxed. You might need some form of some medication or something. Sometimes, like with ADHD, colors can stimulate and medicate you through creating an environment that's touchably or physically or visually an environment that can make you feel calm, or that's not too loud or too bright, that actually can stimulate and therefore neurologically make you feel agitated. So environments are very important. I get this all the time too. We have 3 women standing around, sitting around, talking, sitting around, talking, sitting around talking about their beliefs of what they feel about someone, and are destroying somebody and bringing the person down and distracting them. We have, sorry about the loud car. We have like in Greece, the Roman, what's it, the Athena, no, I forget what it's called. I haven't been, my dad has, went to the island of Rhodes, and everybody loved him there. And it was lovely to see the airplanes with my last name on them, which I loved. But it's airplanes, Greece. That's like the ruins of Rome, which I've been to. That was beautiful. Beautiful but interesting. And it's like someone travel, and like a little, lots of travel. The knowledge you get from going to different situations, different cultures, different environment, different social situations, and going around the world, and what you envelop in your mind, and the intelligence that you get from all of that has helped shape who you are as a person. So these people who are abusing, destroying, trying to, like the ruins, ruin somebody, I never thought of that, ruin somebody's life, understandably. Someone is coming, and it's like, I don't know who or how come, but it's like my table, which you can't see, it's a little marble, and it's like if someone got a big huge piece of marble from historic Rome, from like near the Vatican City, and smashed it on the table and smashed everything to destruct and destroy, and to destroy anything and everything you could about this situation and that person. This is what's going on, and it is something that the person feels like they're being thrown into water and have to paddle and keep their head above water, keep their head above water, keep their head above water. There is strength. I feel that there is strength. Strength is in you. However, there needs to be strength that comes, and I don't know how. I don't know how, but strength is coming. But I don't know how, but it's coming. Strength is coming. And strength is coming like, it's like Plato or Socrates to the history universes of the world, and just smashing in. It's like, I'm Plato, I'm Socrates, I'm here. This is what I say, and everyone will listen. It's really, really strong. I hope this means something to somebody. And there's the 2 hands of, in Vatican City, actually laid on my back to take a photograph before you had mobile phones, of that 2 hands, Michelangelo, and the 2 hands together touching, and the priest came running over saying, no, don't do that. And so I couldn't take one. But it's like two two hands, the two fingers joining. Sorry. Two hands joining and meeting in the middle. Two hands meeting in the middle, and there's building bridges, and bridges are being built. And from those bridges that are being built, amazing things will come. But it's also having strength within yourself as well. Try to be kind and compassionate, and it's never too late to say sorry. And sorry is one of the strongest yet most forgiving and loving words to say sometimes. There's nothing wrong with sorry. Someone's coming in to tame the lion, but it's not a lion. It's the dragon. Going in to tame the dragon, because the lion, the ram, the golden fleece, is dying. It's the golden fleece, and it's being strangled nearly to death. It's dying, but someone's coming in unexpected. And the dragons know, I am the dragon. You are not stronger than me. Someone's coming in stronger, powerful, and able to clean out a situation that should have been cleaned out many years ago, if that makes sense to somebody. Sorry if my readings are a little unusual and odd. They either mean something or don't, so I hope they're relative to you. I was talking about the lion before. So we have the king of the jungle, the cats, Leo the lion, the tigress. There's love coming. Someone that loves, that understands you, that cares for you. Someone that wants similar things to you, yet different, but similar. Similar interests, yet different, but yet similar. But a contrast where it is interesting and inviting, but very calm, and is able to have calmetry in your life, and loyalty and faithfulness, and to have the loyalty of that person within you, and have that be a loyal person working for you, with you, in you, and around you. And you can sit in your chair and know that you are okay, and it will be okay, and you will be alright. Sorry, I'm just seeing something I've never seen before. So we go back to the beautifying ourselves with Max Factor, and how makeup and cosmetics and clothing and different items and different things we can use to help protect or look after, or I don't want people to see my freckles, or how fat my arms are. So I wear my beautiful big bracelet. My friend who worked for Clinique, she's from Pakistan, brought for me, which was beautiful, which was so lovely, as a gift. And quiet time, and also protecting, looking after and caring. Remember, those who visually put you down, visually discredit you, visually look for anything about you to destroy you, some do it out of care maybe, but a large percentage, 80% of people do things out of some people do things out of unkindness, but some people just ask questions because they ask questions. Autistic people ask questions a lot, or will say things we don't mean to ever hurt or upset, or say something that comes out the wrong way. But just know that, believe in yourself and who you are, and know that you are a good person, that you make a difference to this world. And there's money and fruits of your labor around you, and things are on the table at the moment that you're sorting through and working towards. And don't just throw away something that you can change, help, develop. You can create something. Don't just throw it on the floor and think, be rid of it. Organize it. There is something that you're going to create. There is something that you're creating. 1, 2, 3, 4 particular things that are extremely important. Apply funds to these 4 things that you need. Work situations out for the future, but also be mindful of your pennies and where they're going and what's happening to them. They can be up one day, they can be down another day. Be mindful, be more strategically mindful about things. But know, I want to say this, know people love you because they love you. They don't, some people love you for what you have, but a large majority of people love you because you are different, and you are special, and you are what makes the difference in the world and gives people hope and courage and strength to fight, to go on. Believe in yourself. You don't need the dragon of bad things to put into your body to make life quieter for you. You can quiet your life if you think more logically. And sorry, my hair clip's coming out. If you think more logically, and someone's being absolutely destroyed. No one cares. No one's doing anything to care. Keep go back to this before. You let idiots know about something you're trying to do, to set something up, to protect somebody, to do something, and idiots will go back like mold spores and tell all the other mold spores, and on and on and on and on go. Nothing will change and no one will find out. Be mindful, be caring, and think critically, carefully about what you need to do in order to stop this destruction. And like a little bird, set the person free. They're not done. I can understand this. Not done anything, set them free. Set them free, but love them. And be kind, and caring, compassionate. And remember to be loving to everybody in the world as much as you can. Not everyone who is happy is always happy, because how they're feeling is happiness. We put a lot of things on, doesn't mean we actually are. But have kindness in your heart. Not everybody is perfect. People make mistakes. Forgiveness is a huge big thing in this world, in this life. Forgiving people is one of the hugest things to spiritually move us in this world. My name's Electra. From my heart, have a beautiful day, and let's breathe together, and let's try and be kind to each other. Have a lovely day. Bye.